It's the end of 2018, but it still feels just like any other day. I'm Sol. I do commentary for the World of Warcraft, and I do other stuff too. A while back, I decided, hey, I'll do a holiday video again. That'd be fun. Maybe it'd be more fun than last year's when pretty much nobody showed up. That was really cool. Yeah, I made up for it the best way I knew how, which was like poorly. I figured that this time all you folks at home enjoying food with your families and friends, or, well, maybe you're just watching this from the toilet. I'll let you watch a little bit of the background as I throw some of this together. A pseudo sort of behind the scenes sort of thing. It'll be, fantastic with lots of cameo appearances. If they show up. I hope a couple people show up. Hey Internet, it's Sol with another fun-filled, fantastic Warcraft Yearly. 2018 was full of fun, and surprises, and excitement, and of course, fun.
This is just like last year.
Yeah, same deal. I'm gonna intro, we're gonna cut to like one of the content creators who's gonna cover 1 month after the next, bam, 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 that's it.
Unless no one sends you anything, and then you do all the work.
That's right. That would totally suck.
It sure would.
Hey, don't foreshadow. It's the beginning of the new year, all bright and starry-eyed, full of hope, and not one worry that this year will be a total disaster. With almost nothing to look forward to but the next Dragon Ball fighting game, which is, actually, that looks pretty darn good. Players are left starving for 7.3.5, the final patch that will whet our appetites until July. Damn, holy smokes, that's a long time, but we didn't have nothing to do. Double negative. 7.3.5 brought what I think is the most deceptively content-filled patch to date, because it turned the World of Warcraft upside down with level scaling. You can now complete an entire zone without having to feel bad about quests being useless. That actually does feel good, except the leveling speed was like dog shit slow, oh well. But so much better than that, you can now skip all of Outland, because Outland totally sucks. Why wouldn't you want to level here in Northrend instead? And thanks to level scaling, a boy named Ian Explosion leveled up the way his greatest heroes did and became a man. Meanwhile, deep below the earth, below the demonic sword, below the Silithid, below it all were the data miners over at Wowhead, toiling away as they always do at what was slowly clawing its way to the surface. Wow, that last part was so exciting, wasn't it, Robert?
I'm not going to respond to Robert.
Well, come on, why not? Robert is a perfectly formal name. It's it's regal. It makes you sound even more important.
Oh, so I'm important.
You're okay.
I'm the best.
You're not that okay. I know, I'm just secreting all over the place with excitement, and today we have a special guest, so take it away.
Secreting?
Whatever, it was the best thing I can think of. Anyway, maybe I'll cut that out. So, I got Zach. I think I got him on the line. He just kind of called me all of a sudden. So, the plan was we're going to do like a real quick semi-live back and forth where we would just kind of talk about the game for a little bit. Let's see how this goes. I put him on hold, I think. So let's see what's going on.
You have reached the voicemail box of
Zach of the Nerds Templar.
Wait, how does that work?
At the tone, please record your voice message.
I don't get it.
When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
I don't even play World of Warcraft anymore. I don't get why he's asking for my help for this. Maybe he's asking me because his videos went down the toilet and now none of the big YouTubers will help him. Wait, who turned on my computer?
Hey.
This is awkward. He probably just heard all of that. What do I do? What do I do? I know what to do. I'm just going to wave and then pretend like I'm not here.
What? On the surface, 7.3.5 proved me right. Allied races and scaled content revived the world of Azeroth and not Outland, filling the world with antler cows and robotic space goats and more freaking elves. Never mind that players had to pre-order BFA and then play through what will soon be old content, filling up a reputation bar one world quest at a time so they can finally unlock a race at level 20 and level it all the way up to 110, and all they get is oh, that's some sweet looking transmog. Okay. There was a puppy mount, yes! And it didn't fit right, and then it did, and then it didn't, and then it did, and it does the thing where the puppy is being lowered into the water, and it does the paddling motion, and oh, dude, that kills me. From the depths of the Biffa Alpha came one of the early talking points that would define the so far embattled expansion: bad writing. Apparently, learning from fragments of story elements 7 months in advance equated to bad writing. And this is despite Christy Golden's attempts to clarify that what you see may not be what you think, and when it's over, but bad writing. Even though there will be future reads and novels and so much more story in the near future, but bad writing. Christy, welcome to Twitter. We should just keep tweeting each other desserts. That's always fun, right? Next up, we have the next entry number to talk about what happened the month after the previous one. Who's Val? Another content creator. He called and I answered. This is like a coalition of the willing. All right, these are all the coolest folks that bothered replying. So let's see what he's got.
You want me to be on your show? The yearly review. Wow. Look, I really appreciate it, but whilst I'd love the opportunity to, expand and all that sort of stuff, a little bit busy at the moment. I'm just engaging in all this Warlords of Draenor content right now. I've got lots of things to do, and I'm not available right now. I'm sorry, friend. I'm really, I'm sorry. Don't judge me, or I call you a shill. How about that? Yeah.
A shill, mother. March will mark one of the great losses of the gaming industry, a force that was both celebrated and critiqued over many years, but one we will not soon forget. Thank you, First Aid. We will miss you dearly. Bleh. The Seething Shore battleground became a permanent part of the family, forwarding the Legion epilogue just a teensy bit more before almost nothing happens for another few long, agonizing months. March would define itself with a great debate that sits alongside the likes of bad writing, and that's the GCD. It's not Ghostcrawler's dad. It's not the Great Croissant Donut. Ooh, that sounds really good. But it's the global cooldown and the many abilities that would be added to it. Wait, so you mean to tell me that I have to think before pressing my instant that my super awesome f you macro that I tied to this won't be used anymore? You dare. You dare. Oh, Chronicles Volume 3 came out? Nice. And me, the champion, am in it? Sweet. Oh wait, the Alliance get credit for killing Cthulhu? Wait, okay, I guess Nihilum was an Alliance guild. That's cool. Alliance bias.
Suddenly, a weird little twatty meganome called Bob arrived and was like,
Hey, So Breezy wants you to do a little cameo in his Christmas video. This is the best impression ever.
And Flying Buttress was like, you what, mate? Really scraping the bottom of the barrel by asking me, ain't you? Well, sod off. I'm busy being insignificant in the WoW community. But happy holidays anyway, you jerk. And then Great Father Winter emptied his sack and everybody loved it.
Okay, I don't know how necessary that was, but that was a good impression, huh, Bob?
No. No, I'm just pleased.
One day, some doofus at Fox thought, hey, let's do a Family Guy crossover with WoW. Worked great with South Park. 12 years later, it was finally seen. Better late than never, boys. Chicken and Waffles Con with a side of Blizzcon was announced with the unspoken promise of nothing awesome for Warcraft to be revealed. And boy, would we be wrong. And right. And wrong. There's more to mourn during April as we learn Legion Legendaries would be disabled at 116 and Strand of the Ancients, one of my personal favorite battlegrounds, because I usually won it, would not make it to BFA. Azerite traits begin to finally appear along with the BFA's graduation from Alpha to Beta. Congratulations, game. Now the greater public gets to see how awesome your Azerite traits Oh wait. Well, no, okay, it's just beta, so it should be fine at launch. Ha ha ha! The biggest draw of the month came from High Elves and the audacity of Ian Has a Hard-On for the Horde to suggest that
if you love Alliance, you're an Alliance player, and you just want to be a fair-skinned, light-haired, blue-eyed elf, sorry, the Horde is there waiting for you.
oh my god, where are my pearls? Horde bias, the Alliance never gets anything good. But I'm so sorry, high elf ancestors. I'm so sorry, you insatiable elf sex magnets. The Alliance still loves you. Here comes the hype train. Choo choo. The Battle for Azeroth hype train is full steam ahead, and with it, the unraveling of one of Blizzard's promises. The Zandalari trolls would not be available as soon as we thought, and today, they're still not. I mean, they could have put Maghar orcs here when first revealing allied races, but I know I'd be like, what? The orcs from the Grand are coming to WoW? That's awesome. Wait, they're alternate timeline orcs? What's going on? But I guess it's the same thing, just with a bit of, bait and switch. But apart from the troll fans, the story's moving forward. Jaina Proudmoore is back, and we learned that all this time she was smashing undead and smashing dragons. Nah, I mean, yeah. Magni is brooding. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe he's brooding because he can't afford to buy the long boy, the tall puppy, the mount that costs 5 million gold. What sort of maniac would buy a mount that expensive and with a feature that you can easily access throughout the world? Yeah, first chance I got. Yeah, boy. While farming for the gold to get this thing, I was reading the Before the Storm preview on Amazon, which was pretty much the whole freaking book. Like, what the hell, page after page after page, like what left was there to learn when the book finally came out?
Is this thing on? Let me just try that again. Hello. There it is. Hello, So Breezy. If you're looking for Laurentium, chances are you probably won't get a hold of him until the foreseeable future, as, well, he's in jail right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit pissed about that too, since there's really no one running the channel but me right now. Well, yeah, he apparently started a war against a couple of content creators, and he used that as an excuse to take over some League of Machinima. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about, but, screw it, roll with the punches. Anyways, I really appreciate you taking the time to reach out to me, but, as you can see, I have my hands tied right now. Yeah, well, that's where we're at right now. See, I'd give my thoughts about Blizzard and World of Warcraft in 2018, but, well, as you saw back there, I gotta handle the stress and chaos of the channel. What are you doing? Hey, put that back this instant. We say please in this household. But I really appreciate you taking the time to reach out to the channel, though. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year, and best of luck with your channel. Cookie! They're burning the pony farm! Get the ponies out of here! Oh!
I think he's doing better than I am right now. June was my birthday. Hey, now what did I get aside from more warnings of having high cholesterol? Well, I threw down a little bit of money and purchased a few remaining pages of the Before the Storm book, and I learned so much. I learned nothing, actually. I didn't have to buy it. Here's what's awesome, though. More lead-ups to the Battle for Azeroth in the form of the controversial Three Sisters comic, starting your 3 body pillows in comic form.
Bad writing.
Hear us. The writing is so bad you can't help but feel it fall into the negativity, the darkness. Burn the shills and the fires of your rage.
Anyway, get lost in the hype as the train keeps chugging along, welcoming players back into the fold, and the rarest Pokemon of them all, Character Services Sale. The beginning of the end for artifact weapons was coming, and the last chances of that precious Mage Tower weapon skin, ooh, looks good, doesn't it? Remember that time I killed the High Lord? Ah, so good, so good. The Battle for Azeroth was coming soon, and we learned this month that the launch would be worldwide. Meaning that I, in sunny California, could have a nice healthy lunch, take a stroll, and hop into the launch in the early afternoon, just like every other player on the planet. Well, yeah, let's see, Blizzard, let's see. July brought forth more cuts to what made WoW so much fun, like spamming advertisements to sell raid and dungeon carries for gold. Oh man, that was the best times ever. I have such fond memories being stuck at the club doing body shots, but then when I'd hear of a gold carry, I'd be like, alright boys, we out of here, we're gonna have some real fun, woo! The 8.0 preseason 1 patch, whatever you want to call it, was finally released, and with it, all the realms went down and stuff was broken because the communities feature did something to the database calls and outdated information had to be converted into too many requests, and well, it was just another Warcraft patch day. We learned that Dark Iron Dwarves will make their home in Shadowforge City because no shit they're gonna make their home in Shadowforge City, they've been there. Meanwhile, the Maghar Orcs would be subletting from the Orgrimmar barracks because, dude, those Bay Area prices, man, they're expensive, and those HOA fees, ridiculous. The most divisive WoW TV ads ever made the rounds as the Battle for Azeroth drew oh so closer. Relationships and families broken. Chivalry is dead, and Sylvanas killed it. The month ended with another pillar of controversy in the War of Thorns, where you'll have to tune in next month for the epic conclusion. Strap in, folks, and put that Jaina shanty on repeat, because we're hitting August, and the rest of the year is going to be one hell of a ride. Alright, cool. Here is an attachment that I just got from Haruma Red X. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
No, that's my boy. He is my hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are.
I don't get it.
Okay, anyway, let's play what he's got. This should be better than what happened last year. Jesus.
Hey, Asol and everyone, happy holidays. Oh wait, you wanted me to talk about Warcraft during the month of... This guy wants me to do his work? Okay. Who does he think he is?
What's...
That goes on for another 25 minutes.
Skip it. August was when hopes and expectations faded away and fiery reality set in. Ada was in full swing with a torrent of, drips of content. The War of Thorns concluded with the burning of Tel Dreezy, the greatest misdirection we've seen from Blizzard yet. Who could have thought that the cause for the World Tree's destruction was none other than the most likely outcome? Except for those demolishers, those things could have been used during the August campaign from here. The unofficial Part 3 of the War of Thorns was released as words, an elegy, and a good war, which answered all of our questions except, why couldn't this have been what we played through instead? And, what was Nathanos and Starfang up to when they climbed over the mountains of Felwood? Some redemption was found in the old soldier clip, with the cinematic introduction of Zakan aka Zappy Boy, and the real treat, Sarfang becoming a father again. Aww. Close to the battle for Azeroth, Scott Johnson sat with religious icon Chris Metzen on fandom and toxicity, which naturally fueled more toxicity, but you know what? Thank you, Metzen, for trying. Thank you, Metzen. Hey, what's that sound?
Oh, it's time for my solo, obviously. Thought I'd party with Jeff, but he wasn't a match. Tried to queue up with Brian. He was stuck up in Ashrad. Thought I'd go invite Ian, but he's way too elitist. There's an invite from Benson. He said you need to see this. He taught me geek. He taught me models, he taught me tanking, cause my healing's awful. He's so inspiring from forehead to beard, but I don't call him Jesus, cause that'd be too weird. Anyway, I want to say, thank you, Benson. Thank you, Benson. Thank you, Benson. I'm so grateful you are morally green.
What was that?
Well, that was my contribution.
I can feel the subscribers leaving.
You know, you don't need my help for that.
And then, in the middle of August, it began. The worldwide launch of BFA began with tons of players watching me play because I was one of the few who was able to get in. Haha, thanks Blizzard. After about 17 hours, 2 prepared meals, 1 Solent, too much coffee, a 1-hour nap, and a partridge in a pear tree, I arose, a max-leveled undergeared little tank, struggling to stay alive against lobies. Dude, just wait until you get to 116, you little sh**. In no time at all, memes were born. Turtles made it to the water. Best friend songs were sung.
Bad writing.
Horde bias. Beta for Azeroth, yada 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 yada. Azeroth was the content was consumed, and the cracks in BFA's armor were already beginning to show. So it's a bit ironic that so early on, they launched the beginning of a secret questline that ended with, at least for now, with obtaining the belt called the Waste of Time. Get it? It's like, you know, your belt, it's like a way. Oh, yeah, okay. Gamescom came around, and at last, the last one to show up to the Warbringers ladies party was Queen Ashara, and man, what a diva. She shows up in a fantastic cinematic with the most famous fish of all time, the old cod. Get it? Cod, it's a fish, but it's an old god. Yeah, dude, it's my best joke. All right, please, someone laugh. Season 1 of the Battle for Azeroth was about to begin, but the beta test was well underway. Get it? Beta for Azeroth? I totally just made it up on the spot. Yeah, right, okay. In the nice gesture / totally obvious ActiBliz cash grab, the Dreadwake mount was made available, feeding into the conspiracy theories that yes, an unofficial pirate holiday was made many years ago solely for this purpose, to inflate profits. Yes, it is so obvious. As the season began, players got even more frothy at the mouth over not knowing things like, how the hell do I get stuff from islands? What the heck is this reorigination Titan, whatever the heck buff is called? Just how are we supposed to get Azeroth gear from Mythic Plus? You know, the complicated questions. The author for a little-known add-on called Deadly Moss Bods or whatever got real for a second, discussing some of the challenges he met at home. The community responded with a huge outpouring of support, and Blizzard sent parts and swag a little bit later because, you know, it was time-gated. Mythic crowned themselves the kings and queens of WoW by not just defeating Mythic Cahoon first, but by doing the whole freaking thing live, showering themselves with fame and the happy hopes that WoW is still an enduring game. But then the BlizzCon virtual ticket rewards came out and hey gee, thanks, a flag that no one cares about. Ooh, classic WoW. Oh hey, you know, look at that. I guess I have some BattleNet balance on me.
Wait, is that really it?
Actually, yeah, he really did legitimately forget to, or he just didn't see my messages. So I was like, I'll just use what you got. No, that's it.
So this is the most real submission that you've got from someone.
Yeah, and well, Mr. GM also sent me a message saying, yeah, I'll go ahead and come through, and I haven't seen anything yet, so I guess I'll just lump him in there too.
Don't bother message me again, or I'll take Bob. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Wait, that's the same thing as what he did last year.
Yeah, that's the movie magic, bro. I figured that I would do some sort of content creator interview with him in the future.
Wait, he said that?
No, but I said it now. October felt a little weird, like it was the premise of fear that would be a cloud over the rest of 2018. The departure of Mike Morhaime from Blizzard and J. Allen Brack taking his place sent shockwaves throughout the entire gaming industry. The return of Brian Halinka, though, brought forth the second cataclysm. Like this is Bizarro World. Like this is Bizarro World or Blizzarro World. Oh man, I'm just killing it today. Double Agent hit level 120 and ran out of content to do. Hey Blizz, you gonna do something about it? Ian had a few things to say about BFA, promising changes to the much maligned Azeroth system and a host of other issues that would otherwise be welcomed if not for Horde bias.
Bad writing.
Beta for Azeroth.
A turtle made it to the Dalian.org. With BlizzCon just around the corner, Battle for Azeroth and World of Warcraft as a whole felt battered despite the enjoyment of many. Would BlizzCon help? Tune in next week.
Greetings and citations, Soul the Breezy. Sorry I can't make it to cameo in your video, but I'm sure lots of sane people couldn't make it either. However, I can offer you some great tips on to improve that terrible transmog you're always wearing. Hope to hear from you soon, and that you and Bob have a happy holidays, you late messaging bastard. P.S. Please thank Bob for all his hard work this year.
Now repeat after me. I didn't follow up on the messaging.
I didn't follow up on the messaging.
I have communication problems.
I have communication problems.
I deserve thanks for all my hard work.
I deserve thanks for all my hard work.
Wait, no, that's... dang it.
There was a calm before it happened. Friends gathered around a table of savory sweets, chicken, and waffles. Laughs were had, maybe a little bit of nervousness. Is everything going to be okay? We thought. I thought, we're gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna have fun. My little bubble. My guild. We did have fun, and we watched from a distance at what unfolded at BlizzCon.
Authentic Diablo gameplay at your fingertips.
Yep, we can't ignore this. I mean, after all, it was the biggest announcement of BlizzCon, and not because it was what fans were asking for. I have been saying that on the record, this game is not for me, but by its own merits, it's not a bad game to play. Trust me, I played it. I had the opportunity. Between this and the talk and mobile gaming and communication and Biffa, dude, that picture is like so ironic now. It's so easy to fall into the darkness and never come out. WoW did reasonably okay in BlizzCon with a killer arena tournament and plenty of new stuff to talk about that we won't see for 6 months, right? Right. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Cool. A meat wagon mount when you pre-order Warcraft 3 Reforged? Some much needed excitement came from a surprise visit from Chris Metzen, and maybe a reveal. Maybe a joke that he can come back to voice the last living Orc War Chief. I've gotta say, it was nice to see him again. Thank you, Metzen. Thank you.
I'm feeling so salty cause Blizzard is faulty. Diablo Immortal is outright revolting. I need satisfaction, fulfillment, and action. I'm missing your energy. I'm hating my faction. If you come back, I'll say thank you, Metzen. Thank you, Metzen. Thank you, Metzen. I'm just waiting for my flying bear.
Why did you do more?
Because what better way to wrap up a fantastic November?
And now, here we are. 14 years and 1 month after the launch of WoW. 11 years and 1 month after the founding of my guild. Happy belated, Breezies! Depending on where you're coming from, WoW is still that happy place you keep jumping back into. Maybe it languishes as your subscription is running out. Maybe it's burning in the fires of your hurts, I don't know. The preseason Tides of Vengeance patch is out, bringing us more of the same. Some much needed fixes and additions that, as usual, I guess they help flesh out to what makes this feels like what's usual, the expansion's proper launch. It's not without its problems, of course, with a secret mount and a hunter pet class whose surprise was spoiled, unfortunately, by bugs. Trust in the games and companies that we love have frayed and fractured, maybe broke. Commentators like myself are shifting as the winds change and the mood sours. But just as the Horde and Alliance are beaten back, as mistakes are made and wrongs are wrought, we rightfully question ourselves. Do we go on? Do we learn to trust again? I'm just a wild commentator. I tell you things, I crack a couple jokes, I pretend I'm a robot. So maybe I don't really connect with you, but now that this year's wrapped up and we're done looking back, where else do we look but forward? Coming up is the second and third seasons of a war that will consume Azeroth. It will unite us and divide us, and unite us and divide us all over again. Ian's going to answer a few questions that only half of us want to hear about. Something's going to need a hotfix. Retribution aura will still be here, but maybe somewhere down the road, for the hurt and the disenfranchised, a few among them will acknowledge that, hey, maybe the past is past. Wounds can be mended. Curiosity can overcome fear. The client is updated, the world of Azeroth is put on screen once again, and maybe there's more adventure ahead of us. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Warcraft in 2018. For now, celebrate with your friends, your family and loved ones, your closest allies and absent friends. I look forward to seeing more of you, informing you, and sharing my thoughts on this world that we live in. Be safe out there, everyone. Keep doing the things that make you happy. Let's make 2019 great. And stay breezy.